Hi guys, welcome back. Okay, we have a lot to cover today. I have many different things, and I will tell you now exactly what we'll be doing. I have some products to show you that are amazing. I also have the mystery solved with the ring. I'm going to save it for the end because I'm going to give a personal message to that person. If you don't know the story of the ring, I'll leave the link up in the corner so you can follow along. I received the ring in the mail. It was not a very nice gift. The ring was meant to look like it came from my dead husband. This is the ring. It's going to go in the garbage at the end of this video. That is a really nasty gift to give to a grieving widow. Now I could be open and honest about my true feelings because I know there isn't two idiots in this world. It's been the same idiot for a long time. And I'm going to go through that whole entire drama at the end of this video so that those who are here for my art can bow out when it comes to the drama. So the first thing we're going to look at is this book, and it came from Tsushima Hedge. This book is really nice. I got an email from them asking if I wanted to look. I think it was their publishing company that wrote to me. They wanted me to look at a whole bunch of their books, so I'm still waiting for more to come in. This is the first one of the books that came. Now, it is on pre-sale in Amazon, and that's why I wanted to get the video done on it as soon as I could. So I'm starting this video out with it. It is a beginner's guide to painting watercolor flowers. I've been watercoloring probably for about 2 years now. I would still consider myself a beginner. Whenever I do watercolors, I always try to look up beforehand. This book is really good. I'm really happy that this company sent it to me. So it starts out with the contents, talks about all your supplies that you'll need. What I loved about it is they actually list for every picture that you do from this book, they have a list and a sample of your color. So no matter what brand you're using, you sort of match it up with that color. And the pictures, it's on a glossy paper, so the pictures are really nice too. They're nice and clear. They talk about, basic techniques, but what I really loved was the way they went into how to paint each different flower. And they give you the name of the flower. This is the leaves. Let me find, okay, here's lavender. I love lavender, by the way. It knocks me out. When I put lavender in my bath, I'm guaranteed a good night's sleep. She does a really great step-by-step for each flower. She gives you all the instruction. They go over the colors over here. They give you the exact colors that you're going to need. It seems like the number of flowers she put in this book is endless. I mean, lady bedstraw, a sample of what that looks like painted. Cornflowers. I used to grow these. They grow like weeds in New York. You plant them 1 year, you are guaranteed they'll take over your garden. But they're so pretty. Here, St. John's wort, the same way. They give you the color palette, the brushes you need, the step-by-step, a picture. And what I love about this is now I don't have to do these in front of the computer, gaining instructions from videotapes. I could just take this out, go anywhere I want, sit by my television and paint all beautiful flowers. And not only do they do the flowers, but she goes into arrangement, how to arrange. Here's one of them, how to do composition and how to hold your brushes. So beautiful job. I will leave a link to this in the description. It's on pre-sale on Amazon, and I want to thank the publisher and her for sending me this book. So this is a picture I'm currently working on, and the next product it's going to be a preview because you're going to see me using it. So I don't talk about this product in the story time itself, you're going to just see me using it. And I just knew I had to tell you guys in advance what it was, because I guarantee everybody's going to ask me. What this is a blend and seal stick. I made these. I did the formulation for these, and it works great. You're going to see a whole video coming up on them and how to use it and what's in it and all of that. That's what you will see me using in this video. They're going to be available to you in like another week, 2 weeks at the most. What you see on them, now if I can get it, look at the shine it puts on your pictures. The seal shine. And it blends. So you're going to have a whole video on it coming up in like a week or two, and we'll talk about it then. The next thing I want to show you now, I love this. Love it. I always recommend the afmat company. I have their pencil sharpener. I have their eraser. I now have their blower. And they asked if I wanted to review. I just bought one of these for my son-in-law for Christmas. So I immediately said, yes, I wanted one, and I'll show it to you and what you could do with this. So here it is. It comes with 2 different brushes. It has this brush, gives you a place to put it so you don't lose it. And it has this tip, just a plain pointed tip. Now, there's many different applications for this. It blows cool air, and it's powerful. It also comes with a recharger. So this is not something that you have to work with plugged in. Do you guys remember when I did pour painting and I bent down to use the blower from a straw and I ended up putting my boobs in the paint? No? I guess I didn't tell you guys. Yes. This is absolutely perfect for pour painting. No cords to get in the way, nothing. You pour your paint, and there's your flowers. And it just blew the ring off the desk. Good. Bye, ring. And it's rechargeable. You never have to worry about having a battery. So again, this is from the afmat company. Heavy. You could tell that it's not junk. This is a nice quality piece, and not only will it blow for pour painting, but you know how you have your pictures and you go like that to brush away? Not anymore. Just fire up your gun, and there it goes. Now, I did my keyboard with this, and you should have seen what came out of my keyboard. I want to show you the power of this thing. Gone. You keep it right on your desk. So I will leave a link for the afmat company in my description. And let's move on to some drama. Okay, the mystery of the ring has now been solved. Unfortunately, those of you that guessed if the ring was sent to me by malice or something that was just a really bad choice of gifts, it was malice. And unfortunately, I'm going to tell you what happened, and then I just want to forget it. The ring is going in the garbage, never to be thought of again. It was February 17th. I think that's the date on an email, and I'll put that up on the screen, from an Isaac Warhammer. And it states, I sent the ring. I believe that when people who are soulmates find each other, and they can often communicate in dreams if one believes in that sort of connection. Perhaps you could with your loved one, as you have often said you were together since you were in high school. If I crossed the line, it was not my intention to do so. My intention was to bring you comfort in a time of emotional disorientation. I believe in energy, good energy, and was trying to bring you some. I also was sort of led to inscribe something that I felt through my spirit. I wish to stay anonymous of who I am, so they don't want me to know. I believe it is just better this way, as I don't seek anything from you nor anyone else. I won't do this again, as I don't want to cause you stress or possibly even anger. You also won't get another email from me unless you specifically write me a question. I just sensed you needed this message when it did in a way you could carry it. Please don't put this online. I don't like to see people commenting and think the worst of me. I sent it with nothing but true energy of peace for you. Well, that's a nice email and kind of went along with how I originally, when I got the ring, I felt somebody made a mistake. Everybody has their own spiritual beliefs, and whoever sent me this ring, this Isaac Warhammer, did it in a way that they weren't meaning to send me stress. And it would have ended if my correspondence with this person had ended there, but it didn't. It went on, and I wrote to them, please tell me more about what you mean that you were spiritually led. Got my curiosity going. What were they talking about? Well, this Isaac Warhammer went on to tell me about how they were spiritually obligated because I was spiritually disoriented. I am not supposed to have known this person. It was a person who I had never spoken to. They were just a nice person in my section. They went a little bit too far and they sent me this ring impersonating my dead husband. Now, remember, I told you about my nickname, Law. That was after I had gotten the ring. Before that, Law was just something between me, my husband, and whoever has overheard us going through our shtick. You know, Law, how, Law, get over here, and our banter going back and forth. So it had to have been somebody that knew me or somebody truly psychic. They got my curiosity going as I exchanged about 25 emails over the course of an hour, 2 hours. It was more like a conversation going on back and forth with each other. It wasn't like we were writing big books to each other. And I have a stalker. I met her well over a decade ago, and I don't even want to go into the things that she has pulled and the things she has done to me. I will tell you this. When you say you have a stalker online and you say just ignore them, it doesn't work. I'm sorry. I've been dealing with this woman for well over a decade, and I 100% stopped all communication with her 5 years ago. And she, every 6 months, will pop back up. It's usually harmless. She'll send a cryptic note, or she'll do something to wiggle her ass in front of my face and say to me, I'm still here. Now, I want to tell you that when I met this woman, she pretended to be the mother of a child who had the same brain cancer as my daughter. That's what got me speaking with this woman originally. She was not the mother of a child with the same brain cancer as my daughter. But let's just say I have warned everybody in my life that if all of a sudden you start getting emails from somebody who suddenly turns the conversation around and wants to speak about me, what I'm doing, how I am, it's my stalker. Everybody that knows me eventually gets the I've got a stalker speech. And I am a new widow. I slipped this time. I didn't catch it at the beginning. She went so far as an Isaac Warhammer. She got herself a stolen picture. She actually physically sent something to me. She's usually just starting with me online. She's never really pulled it to this extent where she's actually spending money to pull off her stunts. But this goes along the lines of what she does to me. She did not do this for the purposes of me, to help me. She wants me to speak to her again. And I have told her without a certainty or a doubt, I will never in this lifetime have anything to do with her because she has done some things that that are so outrageous. Pretending to have cancer twice, pretending to be the mother of a autistic child to gain funds from an organization. She's a complete scammer. She's also a YouTuber, which I am not calling out her channel by any means. So she is the mystery person. She did this so that I would talk to her. She did not do this for any other reason. She said she is spiritually led. It's so ridiculous. She was spiritually obligated. She's not obligated to anything. My husband hated her, first of all. My husband couldn't stand her. And the reason why she knew about the law is I'd been on the phone with her. There was no great mystery about that. She's heard him say it. Usually along the lines when he was using law, get the F off the phone with that crazy lady. And that's what my husband thought of her. He made no minces about how he felt about her. He did not hide in front of her how he felt, even though we've never met in person and never met this person. And my husband would scream in the background for me to get off the phone with the crazy lady so that she would hear him. I'm really sorry. I forgave her the first time when she pretended to be the mother, and I felt sorry for her. Some of you may be concerned, and I know that my Rebbeson was concerned about my safety. There's this crazy woman who's hearing voices that she thinks are my husband's, and she's spiritually obligated to get to me. She is severely handicapped. So I'm not worried about her physically harming me or my family. She doesn't have that type of physical ability. I'm not afraid of her showing up at my front door. She'd never get up my stairs. I'm not afraid in that way. It concerns me that she is now sending me things in the mail, and that's a next level of stalkerish. Usually, I mean, I can block her in every way, but I don't know how to block her from the U.S. Post Office. That is the mystery of the ring. Melissa, this is going to be the last time I ever address you, knowing that it's you. I've been trying to get away from you for over 10 years. I forgave you and forgave you. It's very hard to forgive somebody who doesn't take any personal responsibilities for the things that they do. Always with you, somebody else. Back when we first met, I forgave you. I was the only one, the last lone person you knew from back then that wanted anything to do with you. I felt sorry for you. And that's all it was pity. Followed me around the internet wherever I went like a puppy dog. When I got to YouTube, I didn't want you with me. I told you this over and over again. I've said things that to you that were just blatantly true. I don't want anything to do with you. And I don't understand this obsession. We come from different worlds. We have nothing in common. And there is nothing that you could possibly say or do that would ever bring me comfort at this time in my life. I don't know why you thought this was a good idea. The only reason I talked to you this time, or didn't talk to you, I emailed you, is because I didn't know who it was. I didn't know it was you. I suspected, and then I was like, no, it's not her. She wouldn't be this low. She wouldn't catfish me when she knew that I was grieving over my husband. But you did it. And the sad thing is, this isn't even the lowest thing you've done. This is only in the middle. You've done so much worse. Leave me alone. This is not temporary. This is not for now. I haven't spoken a word to you in 5 years. And I was trying to get away from you 5 years before then. You don't seem to understand. And I don't give a darn that you said to me, I will never let go. Why are you holding on to me? You're not my friend. I don't like you. I will never be nice to you. I will never try to fix your problems anymore. Your problems are your own. I don't care. I spent the last 5 years without you in my brain. Only on occasion when you'd wiggle your butt at me and somebody saw it, because I'm not looking at your social media. I'm sorry if your life has been tough. Everybody's life is tough. Everybody has their problems. Everybody has their past. I don't even know what your past is because you lied about everything. From your parents to your brother and sister, every single thing that you ever told me about yourself has been a lie. You made up some sort of persona, and you expected me to just be friends with that person that you made up. And I've always told you, if you had just come to me and said, "Hi, I'm Melissa," I would have been like, "Hi, I'm Lori." You didn't have to catfish me. You didn't have to keep trying. When my husband passed away, I saw you sent me email. I saw it. I chose to ignore it. I chose to ignore it for a reason, because I was not going to take comfort from you. So you had to push it. You had to do this. You know what would have been really good? Where you missed your opportunity? If you had been normal. Okay? Normal. Send me a pizza. Hi, I know it's been a long time. I'm sorry for your loss. And when we were having our shiva, you send food. You don't send wedding bands. I'm even being nice right now. It's in my head is way worse about what I think of you. My words are being carefully chosen right now because I know my Rebbeson is going to hear this. You bring me no spiritual anything. You cannot teach me about my spiritual life. You cannot fix what's not broken. I'm not depressed. I'm sad. I lost my husband, my best friend, the love of my life, my soulmate, and I need time. And I don't need what you're trying to give me or your type of crazy. What is with you in thinking that I need your help? I don't need you. I don't want you. I don't need you. I could forgive anybody for anything, and you are a perfect example of that. I have a kind heart. I can always see when somebody does something wrong. I try to look at their side of things. You are the only person in this world I would never speak to. I have nobody in my life that I never would speak to. I have people that I don't speak to anymore, but nobody that I would never speak to again. If somebody came back into my life, then they were meant to be in my life, except for you. You are not in my life. You will never be in my life. I want you to go away. And if you ever tell me again not to tell anybody with the things that you do, such as the ring, you don't want me speaking about it in public. You know what, Melissa? That's what abusers do. They do things and then they say, "Don't tell." Well, you know what? I'm going to tell everybody loud and clear. This is what she did again. It's very simple. Don't do it again. Don't have contact with me. Nothing. I made a lot of threats to you about going legal. Melissa, the only reason I never went legal on you was because my husband kept saying you weren't worth the time of day because you can't get out of your state on your own. So there's nothing you could physically do to me. You want to know something? This is harassment. This has been harassment. I have the proof of it. I have your emails. I have everything, Melissa. Everything. All tucked away, including, you know what? I changed my mind. I'm keeping the ring just in case. I have to bring it somewhere and show them what you did, along with your emails and your email admitting it was you. So we're going to go down this road and part ways. It's over. It's done. I'm finished. Goodbye, Melissa. Have a nice life. Make another friend who will put up with your crazy, because I will never, ever do it. No communication with this girl for 5 full years. None. No responses. Nothing. Let's get back to the art, because that's what makes me happy. I want to be happy. Take care. Bye-bye.